You kept saying do a reaction video, and I've decided to watch the Jenny and Screech. Why? Because the channel Nicole Maria Sings has done a reaction video to it, and I really want to watch her reaction video, but I wanted to watch the original by Ren first. Let me tell you, I'm not really aware of much. I've heard that these are called tales. I think that there's some sort of story. I've seen there's a picture of Nicole crying as a reaction. So I have this. It's an experiment. It's an experiment. Let's see what happens. Kind of nervous. Oh. If you're wondering why I'm smiling, it reminds me of those songs which are storytelling. I lived in Spain for 7, 8 years, and it's got that kind of vibe.
It was a quiet, dark night, empty street, somewhere in London City. Alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times, but she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there was this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old, and out of his brain, he'd been smoking ganja with doggies. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. But 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually it was like there was something in the air, a divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition in her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet, a symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't
Okay, I'm surprised. I don't know why. I thought that they were boyfriend girlfriend. I thought that that's what the story was. Okay. This version of the song has the words on, so if you see my eyes looking quite low, it's because I'm reading the words. I don't always catch the words. That's good.
Fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch. Are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell are you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reach with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete. And he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath.
Grammarly isn't just
An advert.
a spell check or grammar check. It's an AI writing partner that helps students and individuals like me.
It was a quiet, dark night, empty street, somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
I'm going to pause just a second. I didn't know the story so far was going to be about this subject, and I'm not completely sure how I'm going to react. I have my own story about meeting somebody in a street who pulled a knife on me, and so uh, it was a long time ago. And I say I'm not completely sure where this story is going, and so if you see me catching my breath, if it's it might be my own stuff. I'm just figuring out what I want to think about it. Oh,
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate. With something far more sinister in mind, it does away. Hey, babe, you in? Now, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sake!
okay. I don't know whether you can see what's happening here. I'll lower that a bit. I'm not sure whether you can see. The dog's jumped up. I don't know whether she jumped up just before he was shouting and different things. I'm not sure if she's worried about me. I say I'm not crying or anything, so I don't know. And she jumped up just before he started shouting. Yeah, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm watching the video, sweetheart. It's okay. It's a story. Yeah, you're gonna be okay sitting down. Yeah. Why don't you sit down? There you go, and I'll give you a cuddle. Okay. Let's move that up a bit. It's funny because Layla has been since I became ill and different things, and I can feel my arm shaking a bit and stuff. So since I became ill, she's been very close to me.
Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of Jack, the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on, you fucking cunt, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you are streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
I like the way that was shot. I like that. I love the storytelling in these videos. Anyway, I did not think this was where the story. I suppose I just thought because it said Jenny and Screech, I just thought, oh, it's a boyfriend girlfriend story. I don't know why I got that. Oh, right. If you wouldn't, I'm going to cut. I don't like editing, but I'm going to have to cut because I keep getting adverts pop up. I suppose I ought to figure out how to stop the adverts and stuff.
Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying one street apart. Officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. Two bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstains, she saw a lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for fast tale.
Take a breath.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent thoughts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he talked high but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat paid for by a welfare scheme, packing shelves, attacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was the wrong one, but Isha knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tight but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, you're always so quiet. On her bedroom door and his eye anyway. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? Stay silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's black bone, crack, knick, knack, paddy whack, one to the tooth spot, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess, he's left the bruised. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? To do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins alive by side. A girl named Jenny.
Oh.
And a boy named Screech.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, where am I going? Okay. Wow. Ah, ah. I love a nice story with a twist and stuff as well. It's funny how I didn't know what it was, and I didn't say much at the beginning, but I just kind of assumed that it was like a boyfriend girlfriend. I did not see any of that coming. I suppose that's good that the bits that I've seen, like the thumbnails, and I've seen people talking about the song, nobody gave it away, so thank you. Because it is more fun to hear the story and have that come out. It's funny. I thought, oh, I'll have a piece of paper and I'll make notes. But I didn't make any notes. I was too engrossed in the story. I loved the streets that he was walking down. And I don't know much about cinematography, but I loved the vibe of all of that. And I don't know enough about music and about movies and different things. I know that I enjoyed the story. What can I say about the story? Catching my breath. Didn't see that coming. When we went on to talk about Violet, I was thinking, who's this? Funnily enough, it crossed my mind that she could be Screech's mom. I was thinking, because the police or somebody would have to go and speak to Screech's mom. So I was wondering about that. But yeah, I don't think I have anything to say. I have no idea whether I reacted or not. I know the dog jumped up and was trying to comfort me at one point. I was concerned when I first started hearing it, but it didn't seem to focus, obviously turned to Screech and his story, and it's funny because just a few weeks ago I was talking to somebody about what had happened to me, and I'd said how I'd wondered about his side of things and the guy that had attacked me. And I there was a girl who was killed the next day, and some people were saying it's the same person, and I was thinking, well, it can't be the same person because I wasn't killed. Then it could be just somebody who saw that as an opportune moment to blame it on somebody else. And so I was talking about this with a counselor coach type person. I don't very often talk about it, and he was saying, why don't you talk about it? And I said, well, I was 18 at the time. It seemed like such a long time ago. And I was saying how it crossed my mind that maybe afterwards he was shocked about what he'd done and then never did anything else. And then obviously there's a possibility of it was him that killed the girl the next day. Oh, I don't know whether this is too dark and I should, well, I think if you know the Jenny and Screech song, then I think my story isn't a shock that I'm talking about stuff. I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to give warnings and different things. But anyway, it had crossed my mind maybe he would feel guilty the next day. And then it crossed my mind. So his side of the story had definitely crossed my mind, and or maybe he just went on to do it a lot more. And the counsellor said, oh, and maybe he was racked by guilt and, racked by guilt and I don't know, I don't want to use certain words on here, but whatever, he would make choices about his own life. And I said, oh, that's interesting because I had never considered that as a possibility. I thought that maybe he'd have just been shocked about what he found himself doing that night, or, as I say, or that he'd carried on and done that more. And I'd wondered, I've been back. I used to live in Spain, and this happened when I was in Spain. And I've been back to that area, and I've asked whether either of those crimes, as such, were solved, and they weren't. And I wondered whether I should have done more. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. It's kind of just one of those things, but it did happen a long time ago. But I was curious when the song started. I was thinking, ooh, what's this going to bring up? I think that's good. That's good. It's good that we, obviously I study story a lot. I love learning about story, and I'm still learning how to tell stories better myself. And that you put yourself in that story is part of a good story, isn't it? The fact that I saw myself as her, but also that, you, in a way, you feel for Screech, and then when he's fighting back and shouting, and obviously for Violet, just a sadness at the situation that she was in. But sign of a good story that you see them as real people, and not just cartoon characters. So I think that's my reaction. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Oh, and if you're worried about me, I'm okay. Okay. A little bit shaky, but I'm okay. Bye.